Hello, I'm Debbie Bell-Hosking for Finextra, and with me is David Rimmer of Hewlett Packard Enterprise, and we're talking about customer interaction. So David, what trends are you seeing using technology to improve customer interaction?
So I think the main trend we're seeing is almost a continuation of the journey that financial services institutions have been on for a number of years now. And so that's kind of like increasing the number of channels, increasing the number of transactions, increasing the level of personalization, and just a deepening of integration across all those different facets. So just, some examples of that, what we're seeing, for instance, is instead of people just being able to do a short transaction, such as, a change of address or making a payment, seeing really rich customer experience and a joined up process around something like a mortgage application, which is quite a long running process that can take, days or weeks, and looking at the seamless operation of that process between, say, a customer, a mortgage broker, and a bank. Also looking at, we're also seeing very much that the number of channels are just, increasing all the time, and the old channels never go away. So web chat, mobile, social media becoming pretty much mainstream now.
What about the leading edge? What technologies are we seeing there?
Well, ironically, in the digital age, one of the areas of innovation that we're seeing at the digital age is actually a return to the branch, because the branch is such a great way to build a brand and build personal relationship and trust. But one of the things that we're starting to see there is instead of people just taking a traditional face-to-face approach and applying technology, or taking a service that was available online and sticking it at a branch, we're starting to see people actually rethinking how you can apply technology in a branch. So an example of that would be, if you're looking at video, looking at and saying, well, actually, you know what, we've got somebody sitting in front of us, so we can get them to scan a document, they can sign something, they can actually enter data in real time, they can be authenticated by somebody at the other end who can see their ID and see who they are. And so you've actually got, at that stage, a completely different mortgage process as an example. And so instead of mortgage brokers having to schedule when they're going to be in an office or something like that, a branch, they can all do it interactively, or you can move towards a pop-up branch as an example. Another thing that we're seeing is, if you look at personalization, what we've seen historically is personalization of appearance of data and how things look or feel and what a bank shows to you. And what we're going to see, and increasingly seeing, just beginning to see, is personalization of products. So people being able to put together their own financial products, and people even being able to conduct auctions, where they kind of like, put out an offer there into the market. And that's kind of like a whole deeper level.
So if we go now to research and development, what technologies are emerging there?
So one of the real areas of innovation is going to be the Internet of Things, which of course is going to have an impact across all industries and sectors. And so what this does is it gives the ability for any device whatsoever to emit and receive information in real time. And so that could be a mobile, it could be any of the different devices that you have in a bank, an ATM or anything else, a tablet, etc. And that gives banks a huge ability to personalize and target customers with information in real time, obviously with relevant services, but all the same, that degree of real-time element, that personalization can notch up a whole level once you have the Internet of Things. And to be honest, I think quite a few of the applications we haven't even worked out yet. The technology is still emerging to such a degree. Another area that we're seeing is personal cognitive assistance. So this is looking at applying artificial intelligence essentially to management of money. So whether that's scheduling account sweeps, that you always want a certain amount in this account or that account, or you want to put a certain amount of money into a savings fund, say for a summer holiday, or it could be looking at balances or making payments. So we see a level of automation being applied there, in the same way as we're starting already to see automation applied through what's sometimes termed robo-advice to financial management and investments. And overall, both of those things come together in what we see is almost like the biggest innovation, the biggest breakthrough in terms of customer interaction, which is around helping people manage their money as opposed to just moving their money or monitoring their money.
Thank you, David. That's really interesting, especially with the future, ongoing technology, and still very much important to the customer. Thank you very much. And thank you for watching.